Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's PhD vlog. So, human brains are hardwired for social connections. We as human beings really long for connecting with others, especially it could be anything, even through virtual meetings. It feels good to talk to other human beings. And especially with this pandemic, we've realized that how important these connections are, what role they play in our lives. So, when it comes to this professional world, we often want to be quite superficial. We often forget that our boss is a human being, and the same applies to them, that they forget that their employee is a human being as well. And we are so much caught up with our own work, we are so much caught up with the workload that we tend to neglect this fact that the people that we are dealing with are also human beings and they have their own issues that they are tackling in their lives. So today I have an activity for you. This is not like a usual PhD vlog where I'm just sharing my experiences, because I will be doing that as well. But this is an activity that you can follow along with your PhD advisor so that you can enhance the communication and also the connection with them. Because during your PhD, you're going to interact with your PhD supervisor for like 4 years or more. And it is important to have a good connection with them. I'm not saying that it is possible in every case, because I know some friends of mine who are suffering with this and it's a bit difficult because maybe you are making an effort and they are not making an effort. There's a sort of a gap between you. So it's important to have a very frank communication so that you can discuss these issues and say what you prefer as a person and what they prefer as a person, and come to a common ground and see where you can make this a better thing. However, I understand that this is not possible in every case, so I'm really sorry for those of you who don't have a right connection with your supervisor. And I know it could be hard, so I'm extremely sorry for that. But for those of you who think that your supervisor is someone who you can rely on and with whom you can still enhance your connection, I have this activity for you that I really want to share. So this was the idea of my supervisor. She suggested to us that we have this personal slash non-professional meetings. So initially I was like, okay, what are we going to discuss in this? Is it going to be productive at all? But we gave it a shot and it was so interesting because during this meeting we didn't discuss anything related to my PhD. So we refrained from discussing anything professional. However, the things that we touched upon during this meeting is that she asked us about my strengths, about my weaknesses, which usually happens during the interview, but it was not in this way that she was trying to assess me as a person, but rather just to know frankly as to how much I know myself. And then she wanted to say, as per her understanding, what she thinks about my strengths and weaknesses, and also the way I work, how the way I deal with things. Since at that point of time I was very much new in my PhD, it was a bit of a new thing for me, like to connect with her, because when you look for a PhD position, you often think about the project, you think about the research idea, which is definitely very, very important. But it's important to work in a surrounding where people are supporting you, where they are empowering you. And this is really helpful because then you start seeing yourself as an individual who's contributing to the society, who's contributing to the scientific community. So now let us discuss more about this meeting. So when the meeting is there, we have to actually prepare a little bit about it before that, what we want to discuss with her. If there's a specific skill set that we want to acquire, not just the professional software thing, but more like something along the lines of soft skills, or if it could be about scientific writing, because these things really influence you in your scientific career. But these things are not taught much. I mean, in our university they do have courses on these, but these things take a lot of practice, and it is good to know what are the tips and tricks that you can discuss with your supervisor, who's definitely has had a lot of experience in this field. And the aim of this meeting, as far as I understood, I just had almost, I would say, 2 or 3 personal meetings with her. So this is it. We have these personal meetings 3 to 4 months. So the main aim is to understand if the PhD student is doing fine, not just superficially or what they see, but are they perceiving things in a right manner? Are they developing this sort of a understanding or the perspective to ask questions? Because PhD is not about just taking a research topic and researching. It's more about the ability to make questions, the ability to design your experiments. It's more about questioning things, it's more about being curious, it's more about being proactive. So the aim of these meetings is to grow personally and also to develop a better connection. So we discuss about these activities that I want to acquire. Probably if there's a sort of a non-fiction novel that we want to pick up for this meeting, we can discuss about that. Also, how to thrive in the scientific community. So we discuss about these topics. And trust me, this sort of a meeting, we just had 3 of those, but the way we connect now is so different. So initially when my interview happened with her, we were connecting at a superficial level, at a professional level, but slowly as the time went by, we discussed a lot of things. I opened up to her about what I was suffering through, and it was almost like a therapy session for me, because then I realized that I can trust her. And these meetings are definitely confidential. So if you think that your supervisor is ready to listen to you, then you can definitely give it a shot. Also, then it gives us the ability to tell them how they could also improve in their supervision, and there could be multiple things which could be coming up through this. So I'm really glad that we do this activity. I hope that you get the chance to do this with your supervisor. And I would say just give it a shot, because these people, they have so much of an experience. They're also very busy people, because when I'm saying this to all, I don't want to give you an impression that she's free. No, in fact, she has to teach a course at the University of Zurich. She's managing 2 labs in 2 different countries. She has several PhD projects running, and then she has several PhD students that she's supervising, and multiple things that she's doing. But at the same time, she's taking out her time to listen to us, to help us, because especially when you're an international student, when you come from a different background, a lot of different things affect you, especially when you come to Europe and you don't speak that particular language, when the official documents are in different language. These things consume a lot of your time. So make sure that you have a good connection with your supervisor, because these things are long lasting and you get to learn so much from them when you connect at a different level. So that's it for today's PhD vlog. It's quite a long one, but I hope you try this activity. I'm really looking forward to listen to your experience. So thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you. See you in another video.